So my situation started, my mom and my dad, so they were expecting me at 17 years old. They both were 17 years old. My dad ends up getting 35 to life on a murder charge, all while my mom is pregnant with me.
Between the presence of white racism and the absence of black fathers, I asked him, which poses the bigger threat to the black community? Without missing a beat, he said, the absence of black fathers. It was President Barack Obama who said, we all know these statistics, that children who grow up without a father are 5 times more likely to live in poverty and commit crime, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, and 20 times more likely to end up in prison.
What's that like not have seen your dad as a free man?
And that's hell. It's really hell because, you know, you want to high five your dad, dap him up, things like that, but that stuff I didn't get the experience, or just something like that, or even go to a concert, go watch a movie, or, you know, hey, look at my daughter, let's go out and play, or just throw a football. I never got to experience none of that, man. And it is what it is at the end of the day, but it ain't nothing I wish nobody have to go through.
Been grinding like bookworms for that college degree. For your isn't even in my vocabulary. I was a fetus, my father was sent to penitentiary.
How come you ain't never come to see me? Is that what you think? I'm an animal? Away from my girl, away from my baby, away from you. What you gotta say to him at 30?
Come to me. I need you. Before I die. Peace, brother.
What is your relationship with your mom? What is your relationship with your mom like?
Man, we have like a real good relationship. She could call me for anything, I could call her for anything.
Hi, I'm Terrence's mom. My name is Maisha.
Dealing with me, how did you manage to raise me without having a father being present in my life?
I just can't say I did it all on my own because I had help. I had my mother. You know, my mama, she was good. Even though most of the time I worked 2 jobs to support y'all. My mother was there to make sure y'all did y'all homework. But you was self-resilient. Like, you didn't have to be, Terrence, did you do your homework? Terrence, did you go to school? Now, your brothers and sisters, that's something totally different. But you taught yourself how to read. You know what I'm saying? They tell me, Terrence know how to read. I'm like, Terrence 3, he don't know how to read.
I would really shift into education. Like, okay, this is my escape, either writing music or getting real good with school, and I really love school, so that kind of helped me be a better man and not question things anymore. Like, things are just happening for what it is. All I could do is take the best from a situation I was put in.
Camera 1, camera 2, get ready for this interview with Savvy Ramone. Are you ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know how I even made it to this point. Like, I should probably be dead and gone, but yeah, I'm still here, and I got a story to tell that a lot of people want to hear. And, you know, I could spark that mind, like Pac said, or maybe I am that mind that's sparked to change the world. You know, I was sent here from Planet Nevermind. I came here to y'all planet to make things right, give y'all that good music, give y'all that good stuff. It's great being me. So I have to say, when I feel like it's great being me. My life, my upbringing, my state of mind. People will really be able to get inside things I can't say about myself, the music to speak for it, yes.
So, what's it like in the life of Savvy Ramone?
It's wonderful, actually. Music is my main passion. That's what I'm always for. So I get up, think of music, come up with ways to create new music, might make a beat, might make a rap, you know, yeah.
And also congratulations on your family starting.
Yeah. Really into the arts, piece to my baby Nirvana. As you can tell, I got Nirvana tattoos and everything. It's my daughter's name. So yeah, I'm infused in this music. This is me. This is who I am. From the moment I found out I was expecting a child, I changed as a man even still. Like, I was already doing good, but figuring out I'm about to bring a life into this world, my whole life changed. So I figured I want to do whatever I can to make sure my daughter don't have to grow up the way I did, even though the way I did wasn't necessarily very bad. Nirvana. Do you consider it easier, the same, or more difficult when dealing with raising a child in today's world and today's society, in contrast from, say, when you were having kids?
Baby, it's worse. I wouldn't have a kid now for nothing. It's worse. Like, I mean, even though, you know, times were hard then, but it's harder now.
Being a black man is hard in America today. You know, with all the things that's happening, all the obstacles placed against us, seems like everybody wants us to fail. You know, it gets kind of difficult, especially when you add in kids to that equation, to stay sane and stay mentally healthy and continue doing whatever it is in life that you want to do. What sets me really apart is my stories and the things that I've been through and the things that people can relate to, but with my twist. So I feel that sets me apart. Also being very genuine, you know, that sets me apart because what you see is what you get. I'm me 100% of the time. This isn't the act. So that sets me apart right there. Not being afraid to do things, as you can see from my style, me being an honest person, me wanting to help the next man. That's what sets me apart. Me being very intelligent, I'm going to school, making music, you know. I figure not too many people are doing that anymore. Yeah, it's me.
So we just got the card, about to shoot some more, about to play some games, shoot some more footage. Y'all stay tuned.
My career is something I hold very deeply to me. I cherish it with all that I have. I've been making music since I was around 8 years old. It's been around me my whole life. It's what I was chosen to do. It's my destiny. It's nothing else I would see myself doing outside of that. So doing whatever I have to do, making those necessary moves, making those connections, linking with people, bringing the best out of everyone, it's my destiny. It's my duty. Whatever it takes to become successful in this business is what I'm down to do. So to tie it in the concept of African-American fathers, you know, I'm trying to provide a better life for my daughter. Make sure she has no worries and no needs. Anything she wants is taken care of and given to her. So I guess that speaks a lot for the current day African-American fathers who grew up without one. Is you don't want to repeat that. You want your seeds and your children to reap the benefits of coming from you. So making every wish come true, no matter how difficult or how outrageous it may seem.
What's going on? All right, we could do like, what you think best? Like with this backdrop? Because I think like this, you can see like a lot of the, yeah.
Instead of the trees,
yeah.
More city.
So either more here or here. Probably like this. Like on this side, yeah.
And you got the buildings back there.
Yeah. Like right here.
You said you were a futuristic rapper?
Yeah.
You have a future spin on it?
Yeah, I'm the greatest of all time, but y'all don't know that yet. So, yeah.
Run it like Chris Breezy. Savvy off the easy. You rappers measly talking greasy. Chum bucket lyrics, fans mad delirious. Knife through your eardrum, you hearing this? Colliding the candy coated slab looking fresh as Wayne's dad, you heard me? It's the Playboy, yeah, the real McCoy. Stack a lot of chips, ahoy. Caught my daughter toys.
I speak for the African-American fathers, the young African-American fathers to be exact, here in the United States of America, when I say there exists an urgency of informational awareness which burns inside of us, which wants to seek out and teach these younger generational young African-American people that they can be whatever they want to be in this lifetime. Whatever they choose to be is definitely possible, mainly the ones who are growing up without a father figure in the world. However, these objectives is mainly to get through to them in order to persuade to them that when that time comes along, they could also be great parents and prevent their children from growing up in broken homes by looking at us and seeing the things that we do. by wanting to become a great father and follow in our footsteps.
So I think our generation from growing up without fathers, at least the wise ones, or at least the ones that I know, we look at it like, man, I don't want to make that same mistake. I'm gonna do what I have to do to make sure I'm here for my child, and they grow up in a two-parent household so it could be a better outcome, and we can have that relationship with one another.
Sure, we may all want that, but sometimes through unforeseen circumstances, things change. A situation occurred in which my daughter was eventually hospitaled for an entire month. From this, she became mine, solely mine. No mother involved, just me and my daughter. I guess you can say certain things happen for a reason in ways we can't explain. Who knows? But what I do know is that whatever happened led me to become a better father, more responsible, more alert, and more so a better man.
I am so proud of the father you are, especially to my granddaughter, knowing her first year wasn't the easiest, but you stood there and you weathered that storm, baby, and you fought that fight, and you came out victorious. I'm sorry, but I think you are the best father.
I have a child. I guess it's like you want to stay in that child's life because you know what growing up in a single-parent household could bring based off of looking at your surroundings, areas you grew up. Although we might have came out perfectly fine and we don't really have nothing bad going on for us, just imagine the odds of us in contrast to the ones that are locked up around our age, selling drugs around our age, still struggling, or let alone not even walking on this earth anymore, gang banging, things like that.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Nico. Coming here live with my boy Savvy, man. You know.
How do you feel about being a father?
Hey, man, being a father to me, like, personally, it's like one of the best things. Like, no cap, bro. If I don't have my kids, like, after a certain period of time, I feel like I'm just too lonely, you know what I'm saying? Even with, like, I never been like a club type person, but like I always try to go do stuff like fun, go-kart racing and baseball, mini golf. So with having kids, it's like perfect, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel selfish to go do something that you want to do for yourself. You're doing it with the kids as well. I mean, it's just, I say it's just that reenactment of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Something that I didn't have taught to me, I could for sure teach it to my kids. So,
Right.
I mean, it's wonderful, bro. I feel great.
Yeah. One question I also have is, if you could change becoming a father, would you?
What you mean, like being a father or not being a father?
Yeah, like if you could go back in time and change, would you still stay with being a father, or would you change it?
I'll for sure be a father any day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's choosing when I did become a father or choosing down the line, I still want to become a father. I know even one question, like I be asked, like, would I have more kids?
Yeah.
Thing to answer that would be like financially. I wouldn't want to put myself or my kids into a situation that I can't, you know, take care of financially or take care of my responsibility the right way. So with then having the kids I do have, I wouldn't change it for the world. And for sure with having more, I just would want to be in a better financial stability, like a financial stable situation, you know what I'm saying? And the more money I have, the more kids I have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
For sure.
And what other adventures are you going to get out of?
All right. Outside of music, I'm a college student, grad student, getting my degree. So I also want to get more into the videography of things, shoot film, shoot documentaries. I'm big on clothing, modeling. I've done a few for friends of mine. So really everything involving the arts is what I'm mostly into. Music primary, but outside of that, you know, things dealing with the arts, as well as being a businessman. You know, I like marketing, I like advertising. I want to get into creation of that, commercials, do some movies. Yeah.
Okay. So what sets you apart from other rappers? Because I know you said previously that you are like futuristic, and not to knock you or anything, but Jaden Smith has also said the same thing. So what sets you apart from everyone else?
I feel like cats like Jaden Smith, Tyler, we cut from the same cloth. It's just we have a different way of telling our story because we had different ways of growing up, you know. He come from a wealthy family, I come from a family that ain't have nothing. All right, so another question I have, deep question. How much of an impact of being a father has had on your personal life?
Man, with being a father, it impacts your personal life like 24/7. And my thing, just personally with me, is like it allowed me to kind of force my mindset to mature. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have that right upbringing, then you could be in a situation that it might not be good for yourself, or it might not be good for that responsibility you just brought into the world. Like if I go do something that it doesn't benefit my future to help benefit my kids' life, then it just serves no purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Family is very important to me. Being a single father, I have a few other family members who have kids as well. So we like to get together, hang out, let our kids play with each other, and just be happy.
Hey yo, talented shogun, erase catch yearly. Taking your lives, feline, go on, fairy. Rugged and rough, kick stuff, you never brainstorm. Glove with the pill for real, you get rained on. Keep a pair of Jordans and some walking on there. Look up, I'm over there.
I've never had my dad at any of my birthday parties. So one thing I really like to do is throw one for my daughter each year and make sure that it's perfect, extravagant, wonderful. Very fun.
Be nice, baby.
For me to take my name.
Everybody keep their hands like them. Play nice.
Look. Being a single father can be very overwhelming. So sometimes you have to take a break, take vacations, meditate, just do things that you really love to do in order to clear your mind. But you never run away from responsibilities. Step up to the plate, be a man, and handle your business. I found research on fathers in general and the things that they go through and the sacrifices they make in order to make a better living for their children. And it led me to see that many of them choose to forego their personal life, choose to forego their dreams, also choose to forego certain career choices that they may have just to ensure that their youngins have a good life. The father plays a very important role in the upbringing of their children, especially black fathers. There are too many kids growing up in the world without the guidance of a father, being raised in single-parent households by moms who can't really teach their boys how to be men.
And in the case of my son, he's going to have a father that's going to be there for him for his entire life. Complete opposite of what the media may portray African American dads to be in this generation.
Did you yourself have a relationship with your father while growing up?
Yeah, starting off me being like a kid, the relationship I always seen from my father was like when I got in trouble. As I got older, like I always had a spiritual mindset, so I kind of was able to influence that lifestyle upon my father at one point that he really kind of needed me in his life. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And he was at the verge of kind of losing his family that he had, and he ended up going to check himself into the Star of Hope. You know what I'm saying? The men's program, and it was I was actually the one that he chose to, hey son, he gave me the keys, hey son, drop me off. You know what I'm saying? I was glad I was able to be there for him in his life.
For me, growing up without a father was kind of hard. We were poverty stricken, so I'm pretty sure if it was a 2-parent income, you know, things would have been a lot smoother, you know. And then, you know, it makes you feel bad when you at school and they have father-daughter dances or, you know, other events at school where the family comes to support the kids, and you have the mom, the dad, the whole unit there. And then when it's just you and your mom or you and your aunt, you know, you just feel broken. So I think, you know, if I had a dad around growing up, then my life probably would have been a lot better. You know, I probably wouldn't have been so, let me see, I guess looking for love, you know, because like I say, you in a 1-parent household, your parent is doing what they can to survive or whatever, and so you lonely, so you looking for love because the other parent is not there. So you gravitate, you know, to trying to find that love. And so I probably wouldn't have had kids at a young age had I had a father in the home. For sure, that probably wouldn't have happened. So, yeah, I think with a father in the home, my life would have been totally different.
What message would you give to the black youth of today about being a good father? And more so, like, how impactful is it to remain?
Just time, man. Just time. If you able to be there for your kids and just allow them to have that magnetic field, that energy of you being in the mix, it'll go far. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what the opposite, you know, the mother or whoever might be on the outside looking in, or it might be about money, it might be about this, materialistic. Only thing that kid wants is genuine love, you know what I'm saying? So if you just creating those memories and giving that kid time, it'll take you far, man, for sure.
And I will continue to make positive advancements towards my career, even with kids. This just gives me an extra push to do great, a little extra support system, a little extra on my table, so that way I know I have something to live for and something to set out and prove, give a better life to these kids, being the best father that I can be while also obtaining my dreams. It's not difficult in my life. It's rather welcomed. Okay. Do you think a father plays an important role in the development of a child?
Of course. Yeah, because like I say, you know, a mother can only teach you certain things just like a father can teach you certain things. You know, as a daughter, you don't get to experience a father's love for you. And so sometimes you fall into relationships where you think this guy loves you because you're looking for love, and what it's imitating love, but it's not actual love because you just going off emotion and you think that's what you're feeling because you want to feel love, because you have this void, because you never had a male in your life, a father, to love you the way that you should be loved. So, like, yeah, it's very important to have a father in your life, especially as a girl, Well, boys too, because the way things moving right now, you know, you need a father in your life, because kids out here, they killing each other and all of this. You need to have a father that can teach you, like, hey, that's not the way to go. You know, you should want to better yourself. You shouldn't be wanting to be out there thugging, gang banging, all of this. You should want the father there to be like, hey, you need to go to school. You need to get your education to push you to do better. So yeah, a father is needed in the household, especially a black household.
From day one is the energy that I gave to them, so they just, that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like, for sure, man, my kids, anything that they do is like, they proud of me, you know what I'm saying? Anything that I do for them is like, they know that, okay, I'm doing this for my dad, whether it's sports, whether it's school. I know, like, for instance, like with my brand, bro, it's called Black Fathers Exist. Like, my kids look at that, like, that's personally my brand. Cause
Look, you have a brand?
Yeah, no, for sure, it's called Black Fathers Exist.
I like that. Tell us a little more about that.
I mean, Black Fathers Exist, it actually started, like I say, originally in 2019. So I'm like, man, let's make some shirts.
Right.
And then me and my boy Delton, you know what I'm saying, Delton Sydney, he was like, man, you know, that'd be cool because they already don't look at us like to say we in our kids' life. And I'm like, bro, that's cap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna make something, but then with my mind, the way it be running, I'm like, bro, it's gonna be called Black Fathers Exist. Yeah, man. I know you got you some kids as well, bro. I know you got two of them as well, so I appreciate you for coming through, man. I actually got you something, you know what I'm saying? This for you. I got you a black one, a white one. I know you got your girl too, so.
Oh, this is nice.
I actually got this one right here too.
Black Fathers Exist.
Black Fathers Exist, for
Black
sure.
Fathers Exist. This is nice right here.
And this is the one for like the mothers, you know what I'm saying, or the unisex or for the ones that show support to the
I love Black Fathers. That's what I'm talking about right there. So, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, so this for you, this for your girl, bro.
Thank you, man. I deeply appreciate it.
Man, no problem, bro. I appreciate you. I
love Black Fathers.
For sure.
Oh man, well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna wear this with pride.
Man, for sure.
Being Black Fathers United.
Yes, sir.
It's nothing y'all can do to stop us. We here to stay.
Yes, for sure, man. I say I love you.
All right, thank you.
I appreciate you, man.
Motivation, primary motivation is coming from the struggle, being from the hood, no way out. You know, you go to school, you do all this, but you want it fast. So music was my escape. That's one thing I lean towards. Also family, I gotta provide for me, my family, get us out of here, you know? So support, I wanna be one of the greatest of all time. I think our generation is real interesting because I know most of our fathers, they came up during the crack era where they had to sell drugs to make money, and before them, they may or may not have had their fathers. But now for us, you don't necessarily have to do that anymore. Like, it's almost, we getting close to an even playing field where we got black millionaires, we got black billionaires. So it's like us staying focused and going to school is a huge plus, because my dad, I don't even think he made it into like high school or even let alone finish middle school.
Nobody could be better. Nobody, God couldn't have given them two babies to nobody better than you. Nobody more deserving than you. When God gave you them, he knew what he was doing. And I can't say that they made you a better man, because you were always a good man. But those babies, yeah, you're a damn good father.
Thank you so much for the interview, Savvy Ramone.
Thank you so much, and much love to everybody out there watching this, you know.